Alright fellas, here we are back in Pokemon Masters, and today we're going to be kind of talking about Pokemon Masters Day, and some of the rewards it's bringing, and how they can improve upon some rewards. So, obviously no one asked for this video, I don't have anything to record, and I wanted to record this, because the idea popped in my head. I was like, hey, that'd be good to talk about. So, just to sum up, we all know what Pokemon Masters Day is. 25th, reruns of Master Fair. Obviously, we get like 1,000 gems, give or take, for free, 500 for login, some for the random stage clears, and that type of stuff, and then obviously other stuff. We get a copy of a free 5-star now. We get a color of clothing, which is now rerunning. Rosa is now rerunning, and the clothing color is rerunning, so we are not getting any more new colors, but they're rerunning them. Reruns of 3-star gear of different types, some sync orbs, skill spheres, blah blah blah, that general stuff, right? And then obviously clear the quest, you get yourself one of each move candy coin, some tickets, again gems, and some power-ups. Just generally that type of thing, right? It's one of those things where you log in, you do about 10 minutes worth of battles, if even that, and then you're done, right? Nothing else to go about it. Well, oh, and also, of course, we get ourselves a 5-star, well, a 3 or 4-star, or a 5-star in some cases. They get their EX unlocked. I'm pretty sure all the General Pool Sync pairs, General Pool 5-stars have all of their EXs unlocked by now, but obviously we don't have them for some of the free-to-play characters, and we don't have them for most of the 3/4-stars. So, Acerola got her EX and her EX outfit here, and for the grid expansion, which we also get, we are going to be getting Signasuit, Cynthia, and Como. So, tends to be a lot of content, but as we all know, what we used to get was we got new outfits, which we don't get anymore. We just get reruns, which is fair, right? Obviously, not everyone got them when they released. Reruns of free-to-play characters to exchange for, fair enough. But then we also used to get 3 and 4-star grid expansions until all of them got their grid expansions, right? Like, you know, Lorelei, the best one. Bruno, Lucy got hers. Obviously, you keep scrolling down. Nanu got his. Koga had his for a while, actually. Hapu got hers. You know, Kahili, all these characters, they ended up getting their grid expansions on Pokemon Masters Day. As you can see here, 25th, right? So, how can we kind of replace this system? Because right now, what they tried to replace it with was just a couple extra exchangeable items, which is nice, but feel definitely not as impactful as what the older Pokemon Masters Day had to offer. And I think there's one decent solution to this, and I don't have any image to pull up, but I think unique skill gear could be a great way to, for one, power up sync pairs, and for two, provide a valuable reward for the Pokemon Masters Day events. So, let's take example a random 3 or 4 or 5-star. We'll go with Kahili again, as she was already up here. So, imagine instead of getting skill gear for Flying Gym Leader, or Trial Captain, whatever it is, Elite Four, you know, all of these theme seals, just make it specifically for Kahili and Toucannon. Specifically. No other character can benefit from it but them. May not sound great, because obviously you want to have varying skill gear for your supports or for your other characters, whatever. But I feel as if they could give these characters a very big boosted set of skill gear that would take them and make them a lot stronger. Because obviously a lot of these characters are going to be falling behind, or have already fell behind, or were never really good to begin with. Think Viola and Masquerain here. You got Trap, you got special defense or special attack debuffs. Mostly it, right? Nothing else really going for them. Hapu, way too hard to set up. Just being honest, Hapu is way too difficult to set up. Go to Mina and Grand Bull. She's not really hitting too hard anymore. That's really her biggest issue, I would say. Despite being a tech, she can hit relatively hard if she gets her EX, that's for sure, but this attack stat's not helping you out too much, right? This is like Anniversary Steven levels of attack stats. So imagine you take these sync pairs, and let's say you want to put them on the quality of the latest BP units, because for example you got Valerie and Mawile, extremely strong fairy striker. You got yourself VP Barry, who's okay. You got yourself a Carbink, Olivia and Carbink, who's a great tank, right? All these characters, let's say you wanted to put them on that same level. All these characters, you know, Wickstrom, who's already pretty strong, Seabold, Wolfric especially, Karina, these type of characters. especially Karina, because this is a horrible grid. This is a horrible kid. Like Flint, yeah. Let's use this. Let's use this as an example. Better example than like Kahili or Hapu, honestly, because this character has like nothing going for them. Imagine you get custom skill gear where let's say they give the attack stat. Attack, like, let's say plus 80. Boom, you're already buffing Karina in base to over 500 attack, which alone is very strong, right? Very strong. Now let's say you also give her as a extra passive of the skill gear, Critical Strike 3. Boosts her sync moves, boosts her close combats, whatever. Makes her work a lot better. And then you could also just throw in an extra thing in there. You could throw in Status Quo 9, so you don't have to pick up Status Quo 3. Something like that could work. You could throw in Inertia, Haymaker, Furious Brawn, these type of multipliers, or just big buffs that can make these characters stronger, and you don't have to give them grid expansions, you don't have to give them an EX if they already have one, or any type of boost like that. You just give them custom skill gear that is exclusive to that sync pair, and it can power them up. Games like Dragon Ball Legends do this. They provide a unique type of equipment for these, for their bigger rarity characters in order to provide them a boost once they start to fall out of, I guess, placement, you could say. Works for a lot of different characters. So I think if Pokemon Masters took that same aspect and carried it over here and just gave it to these older characters that could definitely use the boost, whether it be a general pool 5-star like Hilda and Elisa, even though they're on the better end now because of their grid expansions, but obviously like older ones, old grid expansions, Rosa, for example. Rosa does not have much going for her. If you were to just give her a skill gear with like, let's say plus 30, plus 40 in both defenses or something, and then you gave her like full bracing command or something like that, or some ability where she can buff her own defenses, and then maybe give her gradual healing on entry, recuperation, or initial synchro healing or something like that. Give her these good utility, different types of abilities here from skill gear without having to give her an actual like horizontal grid expansion. That type of thing, in my opinion, would be extremely valuable, obviously, and it would be a good way to provide extra boosts or extra rewards to Pokemon Masters Day. Let's say, again, you gave Acerola an EX. Fair enough. Now let's say you provide this Acerola, because we all know Acerola. We all know Acerola is really not great outside of just, like, 1 out of 5. She's got her flinching, she's got sand, that's pretty much it. Now let's say that we get the skill gear. You give Acerola, and maybe you want to make her bulkier because she's already able to buff her defense. She's able to apply gradual healing. Give her plus 50 defense, 270 something defense, plus 100 HP, 740 HP, something like that. Then you also gave her probably not aggravation, that would be stupid. Like initial some abilities where it buffs her special defense by like up to plus 4 or something, so she can actually consistently have bulk. Meaning she's actually got a lot better utility. She's able to set stand, have bulk, flinch, that type of thing. Or maybe you could even give her nuking nodes if you really wanted to. Give her plus attack, like plus 100 attack, because that's definitely not going to bring her over to the edge or anything. And then you could give her another multiplier like Haymaker, again, these type of things, or Brain Sync or Bronze Sync, whatever it may be. You can give these characters that are definitely falling off, or at least are stupidly niche, because no one's really using Acerola outside of Moltres, or just if you really are lacking sand setters. If you are really lacking sand setters, Acerola is like your probably not even your best option, because you can still find like I'm pretty sure there's still other sand setters somewhere. I would have to think about it for a while, but there's definitely a lot of sand setters, so I don't know if Acerola is the best option, but she's got the flinch, and that's kind of all she does have going for her, is the flinch and the grid here, wherever that may be. Where's she? I know she has aggravation right there. Yeah, aggravation. You can pick up aggravation already, but make her better. Give her either more power for nuking or give her better bulk for tanking. Give her something that makes her a lot more valuable to actually pick up and use. And obviously, you can use these as a limited time thing. You can bring them in for one Pokemon Masters Day, and then you don't have to bring them back in for a little while. Obviously, don't make them completely limited or something like that. Like, don't screw people out of a boost for their favorite character that they just happen to miss. But obviously, you can make it a rare type of thing. just a better way to add extra value to Pokemon Masters Day, and obviously give a boost to these older characters. Because we've gone through grid expansions, we've gone through EXs for the most part, and a lot of these characters have already fallen out of the meta again, or they just didn't even receive a big enough buff. Kukui, for example, I don't think he really received too much that made him super insane. He's got some solos or whatever type of potential in him, but really it didn't provide much for him. Give him a skill gear that gives him like more nuking nodes, maybe some better debuffing utility, something like that. Just make him stronger. And obviously he does need attack, so give him like plus 50 attack or something like that. You could definitely make these characters a lot stronger and a lot better without having to do much effort, and people would be happy with it. And it obviously still is going to provide a lot of value to your characters that are going to want to have, you're going to want to have the people summon for, or have to get people to summon for in order to beat Stadium, or, you know, Legendary Gauntlet, or a high score event, or whatever it may be. People are still going to summon for characters. This isn't going to provide a big enough boost for people to be like, oh, hey, that character is super strong, but I'm going to choose this free-to-play option because they're slightly better suited to something, or whatever it may be. That's not really going to happen too much. People are still going to summon. I don't see the reason to not give these characters extra boosts, other than to just say, hey, they fell off, you can no longer use this character, which is just not a nice thing to do to these characters. Come on, man, come on. But yeah, whatever. I'm going to probably end it there. That was just a general idea that I had. I figured I'd make it into a video. I don't have much else to record, and I'm tired, so I wanted to just get something out there for everybody. Sorry if it's not the typical quality, quote-unquote, that I generally put out, but hey, whatever. I'll see you all later. Hope you all enjoyed. Let me know if you like my idea. Let me know if you have any ideas yourself for either providing character boosts or providing more stuff for Pokemon Masters Day or whatever else it may be. And yeah, I'll see you all later.